Good morning, gentlemen. I'm back for another session with you all, and I think it's going to be a wonderful interaction between all of you and me. And I'll start with a small nursery rhyme. You know the famous poem Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men could not put Humpty Dumpty together again. Very famous poem, very famous thing. My son used to learn it when he was in school. And this is precisely what has happened in Maharashtra. I'm not talking of Uddhav Thackeray. I'm talking of Mr. Sharad Pawar. He's the Humpty Dumpty. He's the man who had stitched an alliance between unlikely partners, the Shiv Sena under Uddhav Thackeray, and the Congress Party and the Nationalist Congress Party, which he called it the MVV Maharashtra Vikas Agadi. So that has collapsed. And it collapsed because of an excellent stratagem which was carried out by Amit Shah. And of course, the father figure is always there, that is Mr. Narendra Modi. I've already told you, gentlemen, that I do admire Mr. Modi, and you've seen my video on OROP, where he did a lot for the soldiers. And he's a very shrewd man. He gave the direction, but the nuts and bolts were worked out by Amit Shah, and the net result is that Maharashtra Vikas Agadi government has collapsed like a pack of cards, and the stature of Mr. Sharad Pawar is greatly damaged. He's the Humpty Dumpty. You see, as far as Uddhav Thackeray is concerned, I think he did a great mistake. Mistake in the sense he was a scion of a man who has been recognized as the protagonist of Hinduism. The word used is Hindutva, and that was Balasaheb Thackeray. If you go through his life, he was a very, very strong man. He had a tremendous following in Bombay and parts of Maharashtra, and he always believed in the fact that the supremacy of Hinduism is of the utmost importance. And he had always declared the Congress party as his opponent. He was terribly sarcastic and agnostic about the Congress leadership. But all that was sent down the Arabian Sea by his son, Uddhav Thackeray, who wanted to become the chief minister. Now, this is the point which comes in. When you want to personally gain something, you've got to give something. And he thought he'd go to become the chief minister, have a jolly good time, great, be all honky dory everywhere. But it didn't work out that way because he had to sacrifice something, and he sacrificed this basic core philosophy of the Shiv Sena by aligning with the NCP and the Congress. But there were rumblings, people very unhappy. I mean, he's in his party. And Amit Shah was keeping track of all this, and he was keeping a track what's happening. And he was able to entice one man, that is Eknath Shinde, to create a rebellion. And this is what happened. Now, I won't go into details. All you have seen it, you read in the paper, this thing, that thing. The fact is, Mr. Uddhav is out. But there are deeper repercussions because now Amit Shah has done something else. He's handed over the crown to the dissidents. The chief minister is the man who engineered the revolt. And as far as the BJP leader is concerned, Mr. Fadnavis, he's been made a deputy chief minister. It's a sacrifice, yes. But I think what Amit is planning is a long range strategy. There's an election due to the parliament in 24 and to Maharashtra in 25, and probably he's aiming for that. In one stroke, what he has achieved is he's won the loyalty of the Shiv Sainik MLAs. Now, phase two is that these MLAs, who number 40 may probably go up out of 56 MLAs, will try and take over the shakhas and the small offices of the Shiv Sena all over Maharashtra. And if Eknath is able to do it, he would be a winner. So it's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be easy because Uddhav has said that I'm going to fight tooth and nail, and I have all my wishes, good wishes for him. I hope he's able to give a good battle. But unfortunately, what he's done at the moment is that he's really thrown in the towel. And it's a surprise that he didn't know the simmering revolt in his party. And a wise man is one who knows and thinks and keeps observing what's happening. In that respect, I think he's been a bit of a failure. But all the same, all credit can only come to the BJP leadership, which had felt very hurt when in the 2019 election, they won the election in company of the Shiv Sena. They won 160 seats, and at the critical moment, this gentleman, Uddhav Thackeray, said goodbye. Bye bye, sir. I don't want to be with you. I'm going with Mr. Sharad Pawar. And Sharad Pawar, as I told you, he's the Humpty Dumpty. He thought he's a great chap. But our press is in the habit of praising this man to the moon. But I've been observing his history. Right from 92 onwards, he's never won anywhere. He started opposing Narasimha Rao. He wanted to be Prime Minister of India. He got defeated. Then he said Sonia Gandhi is a foreigner. I want to have a separate party. He made a separate party. But the record is the last 20 years, this Nationalist Congress party never won the Maharashtra election on its own. It was always a subsidiary partner of the Congress. And he's 82. He's a great fighter. He's a wonderful man. But everything doesn't happen the way you want it. And this is precisely what has happened now. And I think in his old age he's going to be in the wilderness. I don't think there's any chance for him to come back. There were a lot of allegations against him, but they're not substantiated. You can't say that they're true. And as far as Uddhav Thackeray is concerned, he'll have to think what he's going to do in the future because it is a life and death struggle for him if Mr. Eknath Shinde takes over the Shiv Sena lock, stock, and barrel. What is he going to do with his son Aditya? There's food for thought. Gentlemen, there's a short video. I thought I'd let you in with my thoughts of what's happening in Maharashtra. Cheers, goodbye, Jai Hind. And if you like my video, share it, like it. Have a good time.